Hi everyone and welcome to the Learning Ladder. Today I've got a homeschool haul. So the first item is something that I'm going to put in our morning basket. We have a cart. This is particularly for Halloween time, but I'll probably just put it in at the beginning of the year anyway. And that is Spooky Sleeve and Solve. It looks really fun. You get this little cryptograph. I thought this would just be perfect for October. But as I said, I'll probably just put it in anyway. At the beginning of the year. So basically you've got a mystery to solve and then it indicates the difficulty level. So it looks like a really interesting read. The next item I got was another cursive workbook. This is the Narnia one. We love these cursive books, and it just gives you all the letter formation at the beginning and then some passages from the story at the end. I was watching a school nest planner video with Arlene from Arlene & Co. And Megan was mentioning that she uses, I don't think it's particularly this brand, but this is what I found on Amazon, kind of like glue dots for when she's sticking in things to her planner. And I thought, because I've got the thinner planner this year, the minimalist, I didn't want to, because I like to stick stuff in, I didn't want it to be too bulky, so I thought I'd give these a try, because she said sometimes if you stick in things with just regular glue, it can feel make the pages feel a bit funny. So I thought, with me having the thinner planner this year, I would try these. So I'm not sure what they're like. I've never used them before, but give them a go. They just came in a multi-pack. I have to bribe my cat with treats while I'm making videos, otherwise she likes to sit on everything. So the next one was a game, the Museum Suspects. I was looking for just a fun game that we can play during the day, either as a brain break or just because we want to, and this was one of the ones that was recommended that would take around about 20 minutes, which is what I wanted. It looks really fun. So a historical artifact has been stolen from the museum. The culprits and possible accomplices may still be hiding in one of the rooms. Look at a clue from one of the artifacts and then cover your tracks to throw your opponents off. Use your scent, use your deductive skills, and a suspect will get you to the bottom of the investigation. So I thought, yeah, that sounded good. It kind of reminds me of Outfox, which we really liked. So hopefully this one will be a good one. It's a blue-orange game. The next one I got was the Harry Potter Bake, Create and Decorate. So 30 Sweets and Treats. It's a scholastic one. I love that it's spiral bound, perfect for cooking, so that the book doesn't close when you're trying to follow a recipe. And she's really gotten into Harry Potter since we did the Barefoot in the Trees unit study. She's not called Barefoot in the Trees anymore though. I can't remember what it was, the new name, but basically her unit study we loved. So I actually bought the second one to do this year. But yes, I saw this and I thought there's so many different Harry Potter cookbooks out, but this one looked really fun. So I think we'll enjoy this one. We can use it in school as well. The next items I got were some of the CGP vocabulary cards. We've been using the Mrs. Wordsmith, but I don't think it'll get us through the year because we started it this year, so we probably will definitely need something, but also just for morning basket time as well. So I've got a few different types of vocabulary cards that we can use for different things. Some of them we can use with my All the Words book, some of them we can just read through and look at. So I thought I'd give these a try. So this is what they look like. It has the word on one side, and then on the back it has the noun, the verb, and some synonyms. So I've bought a few different vocabulary style cards that we can just mingle through throughout the year. The next one I got was a world full of nature stories. So we've used the world full of animal stories this year in our morning cart and we've really loved it. So this one is obviously nature story. They've got folk tales and legends in. So I thought, again, the end pages are gorgeous in these books. I thought I'd get a couple more to put into our morning cart because we enjoyed them so much. So this is the first one that I've got today. So it's basically this is the table of contents. So you've got flowers, fruit and seeds, wind and weather, creatures great and small, sun, moon and stars, leaf and tree, lake, river and ocean, desert, mountain and stone. And it tells you which country they come from as well. So I thought that would be a good one. I saw the DK has a new artist book out, and I'm always looking for things for art because she does really enjoy art. And I thought this would look like a really good one. So it's got all the information about the artist, including some of their works. So I thought we would enjoy this one. Again, this will be in the morning cart. I got a couple more games. So this is Cauldron Quest, Work Your Magic, Break the Spell. Again, it looks like a really fun game. So you have to match up the potions by getting the required potion bottles over to them. But then the witch's or wizard's hat stands in the way, and it sounds really interesting. You have to maneuver yourself to get around to get to the middle. But it does sound like a fun game. Again, it doesn't seem like it's going to be a long one, so it's 20 minutes. The only thing is the box came all mashed. I mean, it's just for us, but if I would have been given this as a gift, I would have been a bit upset. But it's fine, it's just for us. But I wish they packaged things better. These games are not cheap. I think this was £22. Okay, and the next one we got was Guessing 10. This is Animal Planet. Again, this is another one for morning cart time. We can play a game as well, and this has got the clue cards. And you have to guess what the animal is. So I thought we'd enjoy this one. Okay, so again from Morning Basket Cart, I got a world full of winter stories, so 50 folk tales and legends from around the world. Again, absolutely gorgeous. The end pages. We really enjoyed the animal ones so much this year. But again, I thought this would be perfect in the winter time. So we've got these. Oh, I'll show you the one for autumn in a second. But this one is for winter. So we've got birds and bees, tricks and troubles, ice and snow, quests and journeys, spirits and magic, and Christmas. And they're just illustrated beautifully. And then I got the traditional one, a year full of stories, 52 folk tales and legends from around the world. Again, absolutely stunning end pages. So these are all going to go in our morning cart. So this is a monthly themed one, which I really like. Absolutely stunning. And then for autumn, specifically for that time of year, for Halloween and things, I got the World Full of Spooky Stories, 50 Tales to Make Your Spine Tingle. We borrowed this from the library a few years ago and loved it. So I thought I'm going to add it to our collection. So we've got Into the Woods, Down by the Water, Enchanted Places, Strangers at the Door, In Farm and Field, Home of the Spirits, Graveyard, Under the Ocean, Under the Sea, Frozen Lands, In Castle Hall, and On a Mountain Path. And again, this was such a good one. She really enjoyed this one. Beautifully illustrated as well. We are doing an Animal Farm literature study this year. I did get the Moving Beyond the Page guide to go with it, but I also decided to get the CGP ones too. So this is the text guide and the workbook. This looks really cool. This looks great. I'm really impressed with it. And then the workbook that goes with. Sticking with a few games that we can do during school time. That doesn't take too long. So we've got the 100 picks. Can you guess some old dog breeds? I also got one of the kitten ones, kitten and cat. It's not like this though. It's the beautiful hard cardboard ones. We had the dog and puppy one. They do all kinds of different nature-themed ones, trees, butterflies. We've got the cats and kittens one. It's not arrived yet, but that's another one that I'm doing for, morning time fun. It's all identifying different cat breeds. So I mentioned I got an extra vocabulary pack. This is it. So this has got 550 core words, 3,000 synonyms and antonyms, and roots to help you learn groups of words quickly, which is what I really liked. Comes in this really handy storage box. It does also come with 2 rings. Here's an example of the card. So it's got the word at the top, the pronunciation, used in a couple of sentences, synonym, antonym, and then more information about where it came from, which I really like. And they are double-sided as well. So these ones particularly are perfect for my All the Words curriculum, from my All the Words book, because you can obviously put the Latin root as well as everything else. The next book I got was The Warriors graphic novel. This is actually book 1 and 2 in one, so be careful if you are buying the graphic novels, because they do. So basically, they've started out on the whole series, which is extremely long, but they've started off with the book 1 and 2, which is this one. But they also have another comic series, graphic novel series, but that is actually something that's based on the whole series, so it would give spoilers, so you have to be careful of that. They are standalones, but it covers events that happened after I think this first series is complete. So just bear that in mind if you're getting the standalone ones, but this one is fine if you haven't read the series, because this is book 1 and 2. However, we have started reading them. She started reading the books, so she won't have this one until she's read book 2, because obviously she might spoil herself. But they're not particularly long books. So she's currently reading Into the Wild. So once she's finished book 2, then she can have a look at the graphic novel. She loves graphic novels. But I don't want her to spoil anything, spoil the ending or anything, because this is book 1 and 2. So once she's read book 1 and 2, then she can obviously read the graphic novel. So just bear that in mind if you are getting your kid the graphic novels. If you want them to read the actual book first, it's probably better, unless they're only going to read the graphic novel, because otherwise they'll get some spoilers. The next thing I got was another School Nest notebook. I got the copywork notebook, and I thought this would become really useful for different things that we're going to be doing in 7th grade. First day of back to school gift, I got her the mini brands, and I got her the books one. Just something it just came in the haul. Basically, I'm putting away for her birthday, but she loves the Wish movie. I actually do too. It's really good. So I thought she would like this Disney Adorables. Okay, back to homeschool stuff. So I got the Scottish Folk and Fairy Tales Illustrated Treasury. I've mentioned before we've recently moved to Scotland, so it'd be great to know some of the folklore and fairy tales, and also we'll be doing this as a mini unit as part of school, so I'll be making our own mini unit for this. Again, really beautifully presented. There is a second book to this, which is Castles. I have also ordered that one as well, but it hasn't arrived yet, so I have got the same, illustrated by the same person, written by the same author as far as I know, but it's the Castles of Scotland, so I'm really excited. So between the Castles and this one, the Fairy Tales and Folk Tales, we'll be doing a mini on Scottish fairy folk tales and castles, which will be really fun. Then we've got An Atlas of Lost Kingdoms, discover mythical lands, lost cities and vanished islands. Again, absolutely stunning end pages. I love it when books do this. So in terms of content in this one, we've got Europe, Africa, Asia, North America, Central and South America, Australasia and Oceania, and Lost Continent. And this looks like a really interesting read as well. Another either morning cart book, or I might just give her this to read as a read aloud, not a read aloud, an independent read throughout the year. So this is Osborne's 100 Things to Know About the Unknown. She loves things like this, and these books are fantastic as well. We've got several of them on different subjects, science, history. We love this series. There's 100 Things to Know. And then another birthday put away gift sticker book, which I think she will enjoy. So a couple of things I'm still waiting on, as I said, the other board game that I purchased, the other Scottish Castles Legends book, and then I've also ordered a science comic book, which is the periodic tables. I love the science comic series, she does too. And a couple of other bits and bobs, some other books, but I'll probably show those in another haul in the future, because I wanted to get this posted. But yeah, that's everything that I've got recently from Amazon. I'm really looking forward to doing our mini unit on Scottish folk tales, fairy tales and castles. It's going to be really good, and I'm looking forward to all our reads with our morning basket. I may do something mini study wise with these as well. I haven't decided, the geography theme on them, or we might just read them in our morning cart, but they are absolutely stunning books. So yeah, that's everything. Thanks so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you soon.